Welcome to my downstairs basement plant room. Things are a little bit chaotic down here, but like kind of chaotic in a fun way. Like there are so many fun little plants to tinker with, fun little projects I've been working on. This room is where majority of the magic happens when it comes to those little tinkery chores, my favorite kind of chores. So I do spend a lot of time in here. I wish we had smell-o-vision because this Hoya fungi is booming. It is booming with blooms. These smell so sugary, cotton candy, floral, or like rose. And it leans very sweet in the air because of that sugary, probably to attract pollinators. And it's working. Maybe I am a pollinator. They are definitely getting sappy. They are starting to leak. Oh! Okay, anyway, I'm getting off. Welcome. Today I'm gonna do a whole bunch of fun little tinkery plant care things. I've been doing this really fun thing with my smaller Hoyas. A lot of my smaller Hoyas that previously I've kept in nursery pots like this that just don't look very nice have been finally getting all of those potted up. I've been using bonsai wire to like wrap the long Hoya tendrils together to help keep them upright. They're just kind of wild, which I respect it, but I also fear it a little bit. So this has been my solution. You know what? Let's start with this because clearly this is just doing it for me right now. Maybe it'll do it for you too. For these smaller, more like wispy looking guys, it looks a little more whimsical. So off to the side here, I have this Hoya lakinosa snow cap. Went super downhill. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to repot this, give it some real good TLC, a little elbow grease and love. I think I'm kind of at my last ditch effort with it. This one is one I have struggled. We have been up, we have been down, so far down. I want to give it a really thorough repot and see if we can come back from whatever this is. I don't know if I've overwatered it or underwatered it or what happened, but something is not right here and I want to fix it. Definitely gave it root rot. Yeah, kind of tearing this root ball apart. It's not really a root ball. These roots are so rotted. The substrate I have this in is very like, I don't think I actually ever repotted this one. I think I kept it in the potting mix that it came from the place I bought it from, which that was like years ago. I'm gonna pot it into this basic little white planter. It's ceramic and there's no drainage hole. And I mean, it's quite a bit bigger than this root ball, but I'm going to be using my go-to potting mix, you know, the pretty airy one with some chunky additions. I think this will help heal the root system, like prevent the rot from getting any worse, but also holding like enough moisture down there to give the roots what they need to continue growing. So this is a cocoa coir based mix. There we are. I'm gonna go wash my hands because this is a white planter. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to get fingerprints on it first day. We'll give it a week. Oh, I already got some dirt on it. Dang it, I was trying to avoid that. Sad as ever, but with a facelift. Even though it doesn't really improve the look of the plant, it overall improves the look of the plant. And oh, let me wrap it up. I don't really need to be doing this because the vines aren't super long, but I'm gonna show you. I just cut some bonsai wire. Okay. Stick one side down into the soil, like towards the back. So really it should be right here. Instead of taking up all of this space out, I want it to take up that space up. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Oh my gosh, people have definitely been doing the trellis thing. I just never got behind it. I never did. But now, suddenly, I get it. Suddenly I get it. Suddenly I see a different side of me. Suddenly I see I wanna be. Suddenly I like this plant a lot more, you know? Plus it takes up less space on my windowsill so I can keep more of my plants on my windowsill and they look cute. Small Hoya look the best to me when they're all huddled up together in their own individual little teeny pots. For the life of me, I cannot remember what this is called, what this Hoya is. I'm gonna repot this one to this planter, which I thrifted for like maybe $1.50. It's a vase and it has a little like swirly detail. I think it's pretty. I like the colors and it'll be the perfect size for this. Plus it doesn't have a drainage hole. Oh, signature on the bottom. It says Neil Oak, Neil Orr. I'm gonna look that up. Neil Oak, swirly pottery vase. Okay, those don't match it though, but those prices, those are pretty promising. Those look very promising. Was this a score? I wanna find the matching one. Neil Oak Pottery Mission Swirl Vase, 1920s. That's so cool. Okay, okay. Yeah. Wow, okay, there's one for $165. That is kind of cool to have in the back pocket. A little rainy day fund or something. I want this Hoya to pop off, and I think maybe if I pot this in here, it'll feel the tender love and care that I'm about to give it and actually pop off. So we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and fill the bottom of this with some substrate and make a mess in the process. So grateful to have a plant room in the basement. Maybe we should make it a guest room. Nah, this is too nice. Anyway, I'm gonna repot this. I'm also gonna go ahead and add a little bit of a bonsai trellis. So I'm gonna do it on this side. Start from the back, wrap her up in between the leaves. Okay, there's what we have. So cute. This is gonna go back onto the windowsill with the rest of them. So a plant that moved out of my grow tent. I don't know if any of you guys watched my vlog where my mom and I went plant shopping in Las Vegas, but this is the philodendron silver stripe I bought on that trip. So I've had it for a while. It has needed to be repotted. I'm very interested to see what these roots look like. I mean, the roots actually look really good. There's definitely some root rot or dry rot roots in here. I'm not sure which. Maybe a combination of both. So these are the healthy roots, these like white, thicker ones. All of this kind of fuzzy looking root system here, dry rot roots. I am going to break apart this root ball a bit, break out some of that dead root. I don't want a whole lot of that dead root ball going into the new planter when I repot this one. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're left with, healthy root. I want to give it a little bit of extra growing space between it and the next surface of the bathtub by potting it into this wine chiller. And here's the thing, I am not sure if this is going to work out. I have not had success planting anything else in this specific wine chiller. I do have another wine chiller that does just fine, but for some reason this one, the whole point of a wine chiller given away by the name is to chill wine. The air flowing through this porous clay keeps inside of here cool. Wine, root systems, whatever's in there is gonna stay cooler. Duh. I'm hoping that it'll be fine because it's gonna live in my bathroom, which is warm because you know we're like taking warm showers in there every day. I like to take hot soaks in the bathtub. It stays pretty warm, so hopefully this will be fine. Hopefully, fingers crossed, y'all. Send all the good vibes because it has been nothing but death in this specific planter. Either this is going to be an amazing match made in heaven, the silver stripe wine chiller combination, or it's going to be death. We'll see, we'll see. The thing about the philodendron silver stripe with this planter specifically is there are like very muted hints of orange or like kind of red on this philodendron plant. I think they'll complement each other pretty well. I don't know. We will see when I go set it up there. Okay, all backfilled in. We shall see. The deed is done. Let's go put it back up there and see what it looks like. Where's my phone? In my pocket. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, I love it actually. That looks better than I thought. All right. I might cut out this all green, like reverted vine. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna toss this. That looks so much better. Oh my gosh, cute. We'll see how it grows, but as far as the aesthetics go, I think that looks pretty good. Cute. You're so strong. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna make some food, okay? On to my last repot of the day, this Hoya Chelsea, another one. I bought it at a big box store years and years and years ago. Haven't repotted. It is still in its original pot. Did I take the tag off at least? I did at least remove the price tag, but I promise this is the planter it came in. I am just ready to give it the life it deserves. I don't know what I've been doing all this time. Oh, what have I been doing all this time? Neglecting so many plants. It makes me sick to think about. I'm gonna put a plastic cup down here upside down and fill in around the bottom of this to help hold the cup in place to prevent most of the water leaking. Not all of the water leaking, but most. This is a plant that will be living outside during the summer, so I have a little bit of time before I need to find a saucer that will fit this big planter. I have some time, so in the meantime, I'll definitely be thrifting for saucers. I need quite a few saucers. It's okay if it leaks a little bit because it's just gonna be on my covered deck. It can drip through the floors, no problem. Okay, where'd my plant go? Right here. Now, this is another moment of truth. I am very curious what this root ball will look like. Oh, there's like some mold spores. I don't know what this is. Some like mushroom. What are those? What is this? Do you guys know what this is? Please. Right up on that root ball, all these little kind of beige colored little ball looking things. They look like eggs. Are they eggs? Or are they something to do with like mold? I don't know. I don't know. These roots are weird to me. This whole root ball is weird to me. I thought there would be way more root, not even just healthy root, but root period. Like even roots that I've rotted. There's just like not a whole lot of roots on this though. That is weird. I swear, I think I know a plant and then I go to repot it and I'm like, hang on. What has been going on with you? I've got most of the potting mix removed. Gonna pop this here into its new home. Mix up all of the old potting mix that I'm reusing with the actually new potting mix. Okay. It doesn't look as nice as the other ones did when they were freshly repotted. I think that's kind of a big plant issue. The bigger the plant, the like kind of harder it is to make look good on a fresh repot. It takes more time for the plant to like kind of grow in and look the way I want it to. So hopefully this plant will do that, but here is what we have at the moment. It feels good to have it out in the nursery pot, regardless of how funky it looks right now. Do you experience the same where like when you freshly repot a plant, half the time it turns out, but then the other half it's like, okay, I thought it would look better and not worse when I repotted it, but it's really just cause it needs to like grow in and then it looks amazing. But yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go put this back outside because again, this lives on my deck. I think that's everything I'm gonna repot for now. I do have, you guys, I have so many more plants I need to get. Will you close that? That was only a few plants, but just those few plants made such a big impact on my day. I feel like I accomplished so much. I feel like I've made a dent in my remaining tasks I have to do to get my plant collection under control. Maybe I'll be in control for like one day and then it'll be catch up again. I don't know. But it does feel really good. For a while, I was kind of like forcing myself to devote every spare second to caring for my plants. And that's because that's what my collection required. It was so big, so out of control, so unruly. I just was not keeping up on anything because it felt so daunting. Now that it's relatively within control, I am seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm enjoying my plant tasks again. A lot of that is because I have just decided to slow down and only do what I can do. If something dies, see ya. I'm getting rid of it. I'm not dealing with it. I need to go make dinner. I may come back tonight, but if not tonight, I will see you again tomorrow to do a few more maintenance-y things. It's the next day. Realized I have one more plant to repot. I guess let's just go for it. Oh, dang you guys. These like really dark, flimsy flat roots rotted. They just pull apart so easily. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Dang it. Okay. That's that. I'm gonna move it outside. Later, I'm gonna do a little maintenance on that rubber tree that now sits next door to the aloe vera. It needs some maintenance. We're gonna do that in a minute because I do wanna show you, like, just walk around and show you some plant updates, some fun things going on with my plants. I don't know, just whatever catches my eye. I'm pretty sure I already showed you the Hoya fungii blooms in here and talked about how good they smell, like sugary, florally, cotton candy, flower, really good. But that scent has been overtaking this room in a good way. I love it. This morning when I came in here, turned on the grow lights, opened up the door, my nose was met with the most beautiful scent ever. And lo and behold, my Hoya obovata here is also blooming. It's exciting stuff. Yeah, it has got a few peduncles. There's one there. Some new, a little freshie right there. A couple right. I look off to the side here and look, it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. This one, oh my gosh, this one. I'll put a little side by side. So this is the obovata bloom. These are the fungii blooms. So you can see a little side by side comparison. Gosh, I'm so shaky. I know I have talked so much shit on Hoya in the past. When they bloom, and especially when they're blooms, I love the smell of, which actually I forgot to tell you what this smells like. It smells like a chocolatey rose. Very florally, but kind of deep and chocolatey at the same time. It's actually really good. So yeah, like not all Hoyas smell disgusting, but some of them definitely smell like cat piss and butterscotch. Ew. This actually is a great example of one of the reasons I cannot stand Hoya plants. Do you see all of those little sap droplets everywhere? Yeah. Yeah. Hoya blooms just ooze and drip and leak and make messes, sticky messes. I've seen people say that you can like put little baggies around them to help collect the sap. If I put a bag around it to collect the sap, how am I supposed to enjoy it? So I don't have a good solution to this. I want to be able to see that in all of its glory, even though it's kind of hiding back there around the corner of the shelf. Once the rest of these open up, that'll be cool. Abovada is at the top of my repot list. It is so root bound in there. You can see it's kind of turning yellow because it just keeps drying out too much. So that is in the back of my mind. I'm on the hunt for a planter for it as we speak. If you have any good planter suggestions of what would look nice with this, like feel free to send me a link. I would love some suggestions. There's something about the way the Syngonium aridum is growing that I am like so obsessed with. Oh my gosh, I just love it here. This plant is so cool. I love Syngoniums, but I don't know, this one especially where it has the really long, skinny, lobed leaves. It just looks so cool as it trails and grows around and finds its spot. Like, oh, is that not gorgeous? Because I find this plant so satisfying. It has been so easy to care for. I haven't had too many issues with it. I mean, there's like dead leaves back there, but what's new? Pretty much all my plants have dead leaves. I had to show you, it makes me so happy every time I walk down here. And of course, it looks beautiful next to this Cebu blue. They both kind of hang and grow in a satisfying way, but clearly their styles are much different. This one's kind of stretched out and like sparse looking. This one is very full and lush and bushy. So I don't know, just like this little section makes me so happy. Another little display that makes me incredibly happy is the Syngonium Jade or Three Kings. And yeah, like the plant itself is cute. It's honestly not my favorite Syngonium of all time. My favorite thing about this in particular are these oxalis growing out of the side of this pot. Is that not the cutest thing you have ever seen? That is so freaking cute. That just popped out on its own, so I don't know, I really love it though. I think it's so cute. I'm gonna let this combination do its thing, see what happens. Maybe this flower will pop open and I'll get some more oxalis seed pods and then they'll go everywhere and I'll end up with plants like this growing in every pot. That would be so cool. Sparks here and Cleo. Back to that rubber tree. It got really dusty when it lived inside through the winter. I think maybe the dark leaves just help to show the dust a little bit more than some of my other plants. So I am going to go ahead and wipe this one down using a spray that will deter pests because it has a scent that should repel them, or hopefully repels them even a little bit. So I'll take any help in that department I can get. This is kind of a tedious little task, but it is so satisfying on these big, deep green, almost black leaves. It really is. As we